quick, I think we'll move on to Kamal. Kamal, you're here in Ilorin. You've been here for several years, I know. What can you say you can share with us and tell us about the state of Ilorin right now? So I'm not going to assume and say we have an ecosystem yet. Let's just say we're just trying to build our ecosystem. Can you share with us some of your experiences? What are the potentials that exist? What exactly is Ilorin like? What is the ecosystem in Ilorin like right now? What's the state of our ecosystem in Ilorin right now?
Okay, everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Timmy. I'm so excited to be in your midst today and a rare opportunity for me to share my experience about the ecosystem stage in my hometown, Ilorin. So I'm so fascinated by the presentation of Mr. Adekunle. You really pinpoint some of the important things I think we need to pick up from the current stage we have right now. But before I delve forward, I would like Mr. Adekunle, Sabino, and some other speakers to know about what and where we are currently in terms of our ecosystem development. First of all, I wouldn't say we've moved from the stage of the foundation stage to the development stage in terms of the startup innovation placement. I wouldn't say that. But the reason why I would say that is that I would like to explain briefly about what and how we started. In 2017, I think Ilorin had just one functionable hub, and that would be Founders Hub. Although we have some kind of technology center, mainly some of them are like cafes. We have some popular cafes people do go, and we have some ICT center where people do research. In 2017, the only functionable hub, which is Founders Hub, then bring a notable entrepreneurship to the town. I think the person of Mr. Bello, yeah, Mr. Bello from, I think he was one of the innovators in Andela then. So to talk about what startup really is. To my own surprise in 2017, we don't own a single startup in that session. So the man was like, So in the whole of Ilorin, you know we don't have any scalable startup or people don't know what startup really is. So the question arises, and people are like, why? What is startup? What is the startup? What is a startup? Are you saying there is no business in Ilorin for the past few years? So the question was like, okay, what have you been doing? So it is then people are made to understand that some of the businesses are SME, just like Mr. Adedeji said. So some of them are center. Okay, some of them have this center, like okay, for instance, a laundry work where they do laundry business, they do all these many businesses. So some of them like they are not leveraging on technology. So we are able to convince them to know that, oh, this is why and what they need to leverage on in terms of assisting the business and scaling forward. We even ask them then that, okay, how many people do you have as staff? The list of that the biggest business on that day was like, oh, I only have like 3 staff, my secretary, my accountant, and some other people. So they made it clear to us that they don't really understand what a startup is. And that is where the journey started. So we started bringing in people together. So the first meetup we had then at Founders Hub, I think we just had 3 attendees. So people talk differently on their, people talk differently on what they can do to make technology advance and to make their business grow in terms of forthright. So I would like to talk about how I got interested or how I started with Kwara Build. Kwara Build is one of the largest tech ecosystem community in North Central at the moment in terms of capacity and in terms of members and in terms of the past accolades that we have. So I noticed most of these businesses around us who are not leveraging on technology, most of them didn't know what and why we need to do about moving our community forward. So the first thing I noticed then is understanding the local community. So we investigate, we run out surveys like, okay, what do you understand by startup and how can, what do you think your business is lacking currently? So we try to understand them and we believe that creating a community around this ecosystem will be the only key solution to what we can do. So the next thing we start doing is we create a program and we try to reach out to colleges because in Ilorin here, we are endowed with institutions and the institutions are very close to the city. So it gave us the advantage to reach out to the institutions to talk about what their students are doing and ways to make to network them with successful entrepreneurs that are currently in the city. So we bring entrepreneurial support programs together, and we invited people from different universities. We invite people from colleges like College of Ed, College of Education in Ilorin, and Kwara State University. So we bring people together to talk about what and how they can use technology to support their career. So most of them were able to come up with things, and we started training them on how they can start a startup. We tried bringing them, training them on how they can bring up a team together and what they can literally do to move the startup forward. So the question then is, why are we doing this? What is the ecosystem? So we noticed that for us to have an ecosystem, and one of the most important things about ecosystem as of 2017 in Ilorin is that it makes us, it will improve our local economy, and also it will strengthen the network of those people who are really coming on board to drive the ecosystem as a whole. People start asking us this question: what is the ecosystem you're talking about? What is the ecosystem you're talking about? And how can we build it? So we were able to identify 4 key things to building the ecosystem. And one of these then is inspiration, like having the inspiration to do it. I myself, being the team lead of my particular team, I can't do it alone. So we try to bring in people who are currently passionate about doing what they can for the community. So the inspiration we try to get is that we try reaching out to tech blogs to source for information on what we need to do in our current city. Another thing we try to pinpoint then is the education. So we try to tell people then that education is very important. There is nothing you can do without without getting yourself the necessary knowledge to push what you want. Then the team building inspiration. Team building is very important, and we emphasize on that before we announce our 4th conference. So Kwara Build started as a hope for everyone. We focus on developing a sustainable tech ecosystem in the state. Since 2018, we have concentrated our energy in mass enlightenment about the impact technology could make in our society. We host an annual Kwara Tech Conference every year. We started in 2018, and it has been supported by VMware. VMware is one of the largest cloud computing company in the world right now. And they supporting us. The reason why they supported Kwara Build was not because of anything, was because of our energetic youth. They discovered that we have what it takes, and our youth are so adaptive to learning new things. This year, we started our conference, Africa's Next Builder, which we look forward, which we bring in different speakers. We bring different speakers from different countries. We believe that consumers forever, we can't be consumers forever. So we need to start doing what we can to build our particular ecosystem. So we liaise with college student groups and youth groups in the state to spread our reach and impact. So today, I think Kwara Build has a formidable ecosystem in terms of ecosystem that has asset, which creates access to resources and notable investors who are ready to put into the available ideas. Also, we engage secondary school students via our Kwara Build education campaign. In the past 18 months, we have taught over 550 students basic concepts of computer literacy, internet safety, and virtual reality. So we believe the closer we get our people to the roots of this Nigerian education, the easier it will be to cause an overall change in our society. So we believe in catching them young so that they can be a better person in the future. In addition, through our special arm of Kwara Build Women in Tech, we have thoughtfully taken actions to ensure women inclusion and tech education. So we create a program that is directly targeted at the women, improving them, providing them with resources, and upscaling their talents for the global stage. So we do that regularly. We do have regular chat sessions and skill building in programming, branding and design, and even online during the lockdown. And today I can say we have lots of women who are tech-oriented and they have acquired skills in line that can give them a better future. Some of them are currently working in a leading tech industry, not even in Nigeria, but outside Nigeria. Alongside those affirmations, we understand that securing an excellent talent base is the bedrock of the tech ecosystem development. So looking for example, we check through Europe, the Silicon Valley, and even India. In fact, looking at Lagos, Nigeria, one would appreciate the work we've done by tech communities and companies within 2012 and 2016 at raising world-class talent, individual skills enough to compete and win on a global level without prejudice. Going forward, our community is at the stage of helping our members and a great number of youth in Kwara. Students and non-students alike to gain employable and relevant skills. How are we doing that? So we organize a mentorship program for these people because we believe aside the knowledge, we still need people to guide them to do what is right. So it makes a good foundation for raising a startup in the coming years. If we don't have the necessary knowledge and talent placement, some of the startups we're planning to build, we may not be able to achieve it. So we currently work with VMware through Virtualized Africa program to develop selected numbers of youth in cloud computing and virtualization. So the team behind these programs in Kwara Build are a group of youth who are good exposure and tech experience. Some of the members are students, while some are graduate professionals in IT and media. One of the key things I would like to talk about is also the help of partnership. So we have been able to partner with lots of tech communities. We partner with VNSync in UK. We have partnered with Plat Technology, one of the indigenous software company in Kwara State at the moment. Also, we partner with Innovation Labs. So I think with the help of Temi in 2019, we were able to partner with the KW IRS, which gave us a lot of advantage in reaching the grassroots and providing our community with the relevant resources they need. So finally, we are convinced that doing little things consistently and trying to reach out in different methods, failing, learning from our failures, and iterating will return massive results in the future in the form of fully blossomed tech community. We work with a long-term view in mind, and we are currently on the push to do more and gain more traction in the future. So one key thing about us that I've noticed now is that today we have a lot of people who are tech-oriented, and they are currently employed in companies like Dumelo. Some people are working currently with Tydelab, while some people are working with Andela. So we are able to produce many developers, and we have enough of talent currently in Kwara State that are building something. So in 2017, the difference between the current state we have and the level we are right now is that in 2017, some of the communities are not exposed to what startups mean. They don't know what tech events mean. They don't know what tech talent upscaling means. But today, we have people who are currently doing amazingly well. So they attend hackathon every year, and they are, in fact, the last hackathon hosted by Nigeria Arts, I think the winners are from Kwara State, Ilorin. So it gave us a head that, okay, we are doing so well in terms of driving the ecosystem. So we believe we have so many challenges then, and one of the challenges we have is not fund, because we got partner with people who really believe in what we're doing. So we don't necessarily need to write to a lot of people before we can get what we want. So they believe the pool of resources here and the numbers of youth, the numbers of energetic youth doing amazingly well in Ilorin will definitely, if people invest here, it will definitely take them to a long way. So lastly, building a tech ecosystem is not something difficult, but we have to be sincere with ourselves. We have to be honest. And I think what has really bring us to this current level is we being honest with those people we have met. In 2018, whenever we met people doing startups, we try to advise them, okay, wow, this is good, but these are the things you need to chip in to make an scalable startup. And today, we can say we are improving, but we still need to do more. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kamal.